What is going on, collective? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Adam Raw. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hold on. Turn this down just a little bit. All right, yeah, man. I was just, thinking, like, all day today. I've been getting all kind of like little downloads here and there. Definitely picked up something else about a murder, a 187. Also, I picked up something about it was like an alien or something like that. Something about an alien or extraterrestrial life or something of that nature. Also, I guess for those of you who have been following the Israel-Iran kind of thing for the most part, basically where we at with this is kind of like, I guess everything right now is just kind of being kept under wraps because a lot of the political leaders have been looked at like they were, negligent. Of course, Donald Trump on his beat. Well, you know what? I'll put it like this. I'm not going. Well, I ain't gonna go into too much detail about my personal opinion about everything. You know what I mean? But there was some stuff that just had to be done for the most part, but the way it was went about was, I mean, kind of iffy or whatever. But I mean, it had the job had to be done. It's almost like it was a dirty job that had to be done. Somebody had to do it. Somebody, had to get their hands dirty, and it just happened to be, a certain person. Okay. I did pull on that Iran reading, but I think I'm gonna do that maybe another day. I'm gonna pull on the Iran reading because there's a lot of hidden gems up in there, and there's a lot of stuff that people want to know. So on this one though, you probably already read the description. I do not know at this time what I'm gonna pull out. I do have an idea of what I wanted to read on today though. Yes, this is a card reading for those of you who came for the reading. This is a card reading, okay? And normally I just kind of like I've been kind of chill because like I say, once you in that energy, hang on. Once you in that energy, it's kind of wild, man, trying to get out of it, you know what I mean? And I found myself picking up on the energy of like quite a few of the readers that I was listening to, which, I mean, they're not bad people or anything like that. It's just that if you're not experiencing it, it's really easy to get caught up in it, like, oh, it could be this or it could be that, and then all of a sudden it's like kind of like your mind try to make it fit almost, at least that's what my mind was doing. So that's why I had to just just kind of like back up off of it. And that's just just me being transparent and honest about it. Everything ain't for everybody, you know what I mean? So but this reading here, for the most part, it has to do with rituals, spell work, and basically if you are being spiritually attacked, I'm going to go into detail about the spiritual attack, the person who's doing the spiritual attack, and just details about the person for the most part, right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to go into some details about them, and for the most part, what they got going on, and as much information as I can give. Trying to chrome up my naps right quick, and I do need to put some lotion on my hands. I do need to do that. All right, for the most part though, for a lot of you guys, of course, I kind of like backed away from it, but I mean, somebody made a valid good point. Like, a lot of times you got to go through stuff because it's your job to help as many people along. You help others who are going through what you went through to get through what they need to get through. So, and I'm not saying that I have all the answers or anything like that. So pretty much just take what you can from this reading and leave what don't resonate for you. And don't be like me. Don't try to make something that it isn't a part of your life. You know what I mean? Because that right there was the reason why I had to step away from tarot, because what I found out today, like I say, is that like I'll listen to one reader, and then part of it will resonate, and then the rest of it is just like, wait, it could be this or it could be that. I guess I'm just an overthinker like that, though. You know what I'm saying? And I guess you guys see that when, you know, with the projects that I come up with, especially when I'm trying to break down and explain, you know, the concepts and the connections between, you know, two different things or whatever it may be. But yeah, so this reading here is about who's spiritually attacking you and what you can do to protect yourself, right? There's somebody who's been trying to like channel and like connect to my energy all day. Like and that's another thing like about like these readings and stuff like that. Sometimes, you know, you get people like that who just like been trying to try to reach out to you, like, you know, and you gotta like ask yourself, like, is this somebody who genuinely need help, or is this just somebody trying to get access to the energy to, you know, see if you know what's going on, or if they, you know what I'm saying? Because that happens too. You know, some people pay for spell work and then they want you to hurry up and try to get a reading out of you to see if it comes up in the cards to validate what they got going on. You know, we call that little D energy, right? You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of little D energy people out here. People who want to know if what they paid for has any effect, right? So, with the spell work that's going on, and I got a lot of cards that I gotta shuffle here. Alright, so let's see who's doing spell work and what it is and all that other good stuff. So, boom. We got our guardians here. We got 3 guardians, right? We got our 3 guardians. I'm gonna set them aside for a second here, because each of them are gonna have a message to assist us with guarding us through this, whatever this is, right? Okay. So let's see what's going on. So this goes into detail about the spell word. You know, if there's spiritual war or spiritual warfare or whatever, and this is pretty much just gonna give us information or insight into it, and then from there we are going to tap into the reader, the sender's energy, because it's lingering. Right here we have the 9 of Pentacles out here, right? So I could tell you off rip, this has something to do with some abundance. Somebody paid some big money or something like that because they want your abundance or something like that. This is the three of Swords energy in reverse. Okay, so the current work energy out here is designed to look like something that somebody sent out towards you is heading back the way that it came. This has to do with what, negative energy, negative self-talk, pessimism, and stuff like that. Essentially, that's what this is. Whatever this is, it is designed for you to fight yourself and wound yourself into not advancing or moving forward. I just heard that from somebody else today. That is wild. But yes, the card says negative self-talk, forgiveness, optimism, yeah, releasing pain, recovery. Yeah, so basically, what this give me the vibe that there was some pain, or there was something that was sent towards you that somebody, I don't know if somebody is paying for this person to heal this energy and return things back to the way it was supposed to be. You got the 4 of Cups out here. Yeah, whoever this person is, they're watching right now with the 10 of Cups in reverse here. Yeah, they're not happy about it, but they have no choice but to watch as you're healing yourself, or they are forced to watch. Oof, I hate that. They're forced to watch. Oh, damn it. I hate that. Hang on just a second here. Got an unwelcome visitor. They're forced to watch you, you know, release whatever this is. Yeah. Yeah. They are thinking about some kind of way that they were. Yeah, it's the vibe that I'm getting here. It definitely has something to do with like some work, some baneful work that was sent out. You're giving the vibe that it's going back. Somebody is watching and they're waiting to see what goes back and, you know, what stays and all this other stuff. So if there is any kind of spell work or something that's being done, somebody either they even could be cloaking it to make it look like it's healing work. But in reality, I know for sure in my heart of hearts that it's not any kind of healing work. You know, it's definitely the energy of somebody wanting to, it has something to do with some kind of, your emotions in some kind of way. With Cancer energy out here, Pisces energy out here, and you got the, what is that? The Earth energy out here. Wow. Yeah, this definitely has a lot to do with emotions, okay? So it could be like emotional manipulation, or for the most part, this just give me the vibe that somebody wanted to do some kind of spell work to try to get you to like negative self-talk yourself, talk yourself out of certain stuff. King of Pentacles out here. Yeah, somebody wanted you to talk yourself out of a big opportunity or something that was coming your way. They wanted you to pretty much talk yourself into being an obstacle in your own life, essentially. Financially inept, yeah. Wealth and status, yeah. Somebody is definitely watching you, and they're obsessed with how far you've come. So basically, the spell work here is pretty much is designed to try to put you in a position where you are not as, you know, an authority, where you pretty much is like somebody is watching you heal something that they sent, and so they basically know it's coming back. So they're trying to mirror the healing work, the work that they're sending towards you with healing work, so that when it backfires, because they know it's backfiring and they know they can't stop it, so what they want is for that healing energy to come back on them to try to heal them. So somebody's trying to basically reflect energy. Basically, they know when that karma or whatever it is coming back, they hurry up and try to send like love and light and stuff like that out to you, so that so that all of it backfire at once, to keep them from falling deeper into the pit that they're falling into. Because somebody lost an entire empire off of this, and that's because somebody was trying to take your empire. This could be a karmic Leo or a karmic Virgo energy here. Fire and earth, essentially, right? Yeah, High Priestess in reverse. See, that High Priestess in reverse, that has to do with black magic. Usually, you know, that's that black magic energy, at least for my deck, you know, or whatever, right? So yeah, this is definitely the vibe of them like paying somebody to balance out what was sent out, is the vibe that I'm getting here. Somebody paid somebody to balance this out by sending out the work that I was just talking about. And then you got the Four of Pentacles in reverse here. Yeah, somebody definitely wants to like drain your savings and make it where you can't save money, or you know what I'm saying, that kind of vibe or whatever. Especially when it comes to your savings. So if there was a hex or a curse or a crossing of energies on your savings, that right there, they watched this break. Whatever it was, it broke. I don't know if it broke live or they got some kind of confirmation that it broke. Whatever this is, the Four of Pentacles. Whoever this is, they're unable to save money or stack money. It's kind of like as money comes in, it goes out. It's almost like living paycheck to paycheck vibe. So maybe that's what this was about. Somebody tried to tried to break down your empire and put you in a position where you're living paycheck to paycheck. You see what I'm saying? That's what the spell work was about. We got the Ace of Swords out here in reverse here, yeah. So also there was this energy of confusion. So basically, while they were attacking your empire, attacking you emotionally, and attacking you financially, they wanted to put you in this state of confusion. Yeah, that's why. So if you was experiencing a lot of chaotic energy, it was multiple. Basically, it was multiple agendas going on at one time. But it was designed so that all the agendas kind of conflict with one another, so you wouldn't know whether to go left or right. And when you did make a decision to go left or right, that's when the confusion energy was supposed to kick in and kind of like disrupt you and delay you so that they could continue to keep doing what they were doing. So basically, all this energy that was sent out, it's definitely returning here with confusion, brutality, chaos, inner clarity, rethinking, an idea, clouded judgment. Yeah, it was a lot of clouding of the mind and clouding of the judgment and stuff like that, because the original plan here, you got the Queen of Cups here. So they could have even been trying to send somebody or they were probably going to send somebody from inside the camp to try to get close to you, so that you would be confused and believe them to be having like a good will towards you in some kind of way, some kind of compassionate, or that you would get comfortable with them, that you will seem emotionally stable and caring and stuff towards this person. Basically, they wanted to get somebody inside close to you so that you will open up to them, and then they can pretty much go back and forth about what needs to be done and stuff like that. You know, that kind of vibe and that kind of work. With Gemini and Cancer here, whoever this person was, they had their hands in the emotional spell work, especially work towards your house and your family, essentially, or your family life. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this person was, they had their hands in that. This person that they were getting ready to send in. You got the Seven of Cups out here in reverse. Alignment, personal values, overwhelmed by choices. Yeah. So that's another thing about that's what I was just talking about with that confusion energy. It was designed to have you scattered, chasing after all kind of things at one time, but never completing anything. So essentially, you have to go back in another cycle or circle because you didn't finish closing either of those seven out. Either of those things out. So basically, that's what that's what this spell work was for, or what this work was for. You got the Emperor in reverse, yeah. So with the Emperor in reverse, it had to do with some kind of domination work or domination spell work or something like that, or that nature. Somebody paid for domination spell work to be done against you. So let's get insight into the actual worker and who did the work. Let's look into the worker. I got a feeling that this worker did something to try to block me from being able to read their energy. So I got to do it like this. Whoever this reader is, this practitioner is, they veil and hide a lot. And I guess this is one of their games of trying to get me to chase after them, because you know what I'm saying? Whoever this is, they're trying to get me to chase them. I seen the Devil card out that came out a lot today too. I seen the Devil card come out twice, and when the Devil card come out twice, that's a karmic contract with somebody. Somebody has a contract to force somebody else to keep a contract, essentially. Here we go. So we got the High Priestess, and since that's in the upright, I'm gonna flip them. Whoever this priestess is, whoever this person is, let's read the end. I'm finna read them. Yeah, you get creative after a while. I don't know who said that, but you get creative after a while. Page of Pentacles. They paid this person pennies on a dime to do this work, whatever this work was, okay? So this person didn't get paid a whole lot, but they did get paid, right? I don't, you know, whatever this was. So with this High Priestess or whatever, she's trying to get out of something. Whatever it is, this person isn't sleeping or they can't rest. There's something about this person resting space. This person isn't resting like they're exhausted from the work that they did. So basically that's why there's a Page of Pentacles here, because the work and the money don't add up for what was requested. Six of Swords out here. Whoever this a personal transition, resistance to change, unfinished business. Whoever this person was, they started the work and they did not finish it. They didn't finish it because they're exhausted. Whoever this person is, they're tired. So as a result, what they've been doing, either they've been trying to betray that person, or they're being deceiving with the person who paid for the work. They're deceiving this person. This is a scam. This person could never do the work, accomplish the work to begin with. They knew it was something impossible, but they figured that they would take pennies on the dollar or chip off whatever they could in order to make ends meet for themselves. Aquarius energy. There's an Aquarius that's betraying somebody right now. Let's look at that. Let's look at you. Come through, Aquarius. What you got? Aquarius, what you got going on, Aquarius? Because I know you got something going on here. Death card. Page of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, in reverse. So this person is starting to lose, this person is losing a lot of money. Assets, money, and stuff like that. And that's why they're coming in with an apology to try to keep from losing something. They're counting on you to forgive them so that they could get away with what they did. So there's going to be a lot of deception and mental magic trying to get you to forgive and forget and let it go, let bygones be bygones. That kind of vibe. Because this karma is heavy. But whether you forgive or not, a lot of people don't know, like, whether you forgive or not, that don't discard the karma. The karma's still coming out because you still put that out there. You still put that out there. Yeah, this person's trying to be strategic and tricky about what they do, you know, because whatever the spell work is not as extravagant as you were supposed to believe. You got planning, progress, making decisions, discovery, leaving home, travel plans. This person is getting ready to make a run for it. So if you did pay this person to do spell work for you, guess what? This person got the money from you and they finna take off on you. They finna run from you. You ain't gonna never hear from this person again. You got scammed. I'm sorry. Karma caught up with you. You got the Knight of Swords out here. They were rushing in to do some kind of plan. There was some kind of plan that they were supposed to enact upon that was supposed to be swift. Could have involved a Capricorn, an Aquarius, and a Capricorn. There was something fast that they were supposed to do. And guess what? It failed. There was something ambitious that they tried to do that failed. It failed. Six of Cups out here. So with the Six of Cups out here, this person, this person is nostalgic about something. Let's see what they're nostalgic about. Let me get these right here. I already pulled these out. Let me see here. The ones I already pulled, I'm just gonna kind of lay right here, so you know. I just needed my other cards to keep shuffling, so let's keep shuffling. So yeah, I'm getting this person who did the work. I don't know if they knew them from childhood, but the vibe that I'm getting, it has something that they're nostalgic about something. Maybe they were told to do some kind of work or something like that triggered something from the past on them, or something from the past is catching up with this person here. Something they did has something to do with happy memories, something about their childhood. So let's see what's going on with their childhood. As a child, this person always was locked in the house. This is somebody who didn't really get to leave the house too much. This is somebody who lived in a dogmatic, like, give me the vibe of like a, let me see. Oh, no, I'll take that back. They did. This is somebody who was always, you know how you got those kids where, like, I don't know if you guys know, but like when I was coming up, we had to be in the house but when the street light come on, right? This is the kind of kid that was still out late. This is the kind of person that, you know, as a child, this person was always out and about, running, ripping and running and stuff like that. It's like nobody really cared for this person to begin with. Yeah. And yeah. Nobody really cared for this person to begin with. Neptune in reverse, this person probably even had a mental disorder or something like that. I remember seeing that in the clouds today, that the practitioner had two minds. The vibe that I was getting was that there's a practitioner out here who was doing work or casting bones or whatever it may be, right? This person is a twin. Is a twin. Okay? The other twin died, but there's a part of that twin's bone or body or something that didn't get like, you know how you have twins that eat each other in the womb kind of thing? There's some kind of tissue that's remaining from that other twin that's still connected to this person. So when people send this person, they went their whole life thinking that they were immune to spiritual attacks and stuff like that. But no, in reality, when people send out spiritual attacks towards them, it was really hitting that twin. You see what I'm saying? It was really hitting the twin, and the twin is the one with the spiritual gifts. And as a result, the twin channels that energy to this person. So this person isn't spiritually gifted at all, essentially, right? Now, with this hangman in reverse here, this just give me the vibe of basically somebody who has like a mental disorder or a mental disease or something like that. And yeah, they go back and forth. This is not necessarily bipolar or schizophrenia. Now it would be schizophrenia if, you know, there was an external voice, but this voice that's internal, medically you can't, well, I would put it like this, spiritually you can't technically classify it as being bipolar or schizophrenic because it's not outside of oneself. This is inside this person's head with another human being. You see what I'm saying? It's between a human and a human interaction that's going here. So it could, you know, this person could have a situation where they fought with thoughts and stuff like that their entire life, but that's because you have two wills clashing. You see what I'm saying? There's two wills that are clashing here. That's a childhood. And that's probably what this spell work did, that confusion work and all that other stuff that they were trying to do. Remember how that domineering energy was coming up and stuff like that? That probably triggered something about their childhood. It triggered something about their childhood. Now, as an adult, you got the Knight of Cups here. This person was really creative, charming and stuff like that, followed their heart. You know what I'm saying? That kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? This person wasn't always doing this kind of dark work and stuff like that. But this person wasn't born well either. So apparently somewhere along the way they got into doing emotionally manipulative spell work and stuff like that. Usually that's what happened when people have imbalances and they learn how to master their imbalances. They end up being the masters of said manipulation. So let's say if you are bipolar, right? You're bipolar, and essentially you learn how to master both sides of your bipolarity, right? So essentially after that you end up being a great entrepreneur, because you understand the concept of seasons and when to work hard, when to back off, when to work hard, when to back off, that kind of vibe. It's similar to that. This person took the time to, I guess, try to master some of that, but either way, they ended up into some kind of spiritual work where it's emotions. And now This person went from a really good person to a really bound person. This person is bound by the devil. This person goes forth and do demonic contracts for the devil, and the devil isn't always like, the Christian devil. Sometimes it's low vibrational entities, and that's exactly what this is. Okay, so when that person came to your light to try to do this dark negative work or try to get all this stuff done for this person or whatever, it triggered something hidden deep in their own childhood, and it involves them could even been molested by somebody older. Something about their sexuality and seduction. Yeah. Something about something that happened in their childhood. This has something to do with their childhood. So I don't know if they got molested as a child. I don't know if they got pregnant early or something like that. I don't know if I could go into it, but I'm just giving you scenarios because I don't feel like going too deep into it. But this is definitely somebody who experienced some kind of sexual trauma, or they could have even just started having sex early, exploring their sexuality early in life. But as a result, I can tell you that this person has, they're bound to something that they can't get out of. They're bound. And whatever this spell work did, it triggered it. It triggered that in them. Either it triggered it or it opened up the door for all of that to come through. Because originally they wanted to make sure that you were in a situation where it was difficult for you to make decisions. Yeah. They were trying to make it hard for you to make decisions. That's what this was about. So not only that, you got the Four of Cups here, where this person has been watching you. They could have been watching you for a long time. They probably still watching you. Being nosy, watching you every day. Contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, disconnected. Whoever this person is, yeah, they getting ready to try to take off now because they're scared of what is going to come out about the work that they've been doing. And then you got the Emperor here. So matter of fact, let me see what this is right quick. Okay, somebody with some money paid them. Their employer is watching them do this work. That's what it is. So the person who paid them to do this, they've been watching them do this work. This person said that they could do the work, and so this person, a part of the contract is for them to be able to watch them do the work. So there could be somebody who gets sexually aroused or have some kind of fetish with watching people do dark stuff on people. And while they play with themselves, it is a part of BDSM, essentially. So this person can have a BDSM fetish, whoever her boss is, right? That pay her to do this magic and this work, right? And the whole reason is because this person can't control themselves. They can't control themselves. They have to, they basically, this person is, well, the person who paid them, they got this thing for watching people suffer. And in order, that's kind of like their fetish kind of thing. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I don't know if they were going to manifest off your life or something, but that definitely wasn't going to happen. Whatever they did try to manifest, it didn't bring in the offer that they was looking for. Boredom. Yeah, probably paid them to do it because they was bored and they wanted to be entertained. And then you got that Emperor energy that came back out. Wait a minute, did I pull these cards already? I think I pulled them already. I know for sure I pulled these two already. And they came back out. Domination, control, and lack of discipline. Okay, all right. Alrighty. Nobody ever loved this person. Whoever this person was, even as a kid, like that gave me the vibe of somebody who was like a wild child as a kid, everybody in the family would have sex with them, but try to keep them quiet. Somebody who the whole family sexually molest and nobody say anything about it. You got Mahavatar Babaji. You got Master Buddha out here, and you got Green Tara. Supreme protection. So you are protected from this, whatever this is. Your soul is your soul is expanding. Okay, your spiritual gifts are expanding, and your protection has expanded as a result of all this stuff that, you know, was sent or direct or whatever this person was trying to do. Your protection, it's almost like your protection had something like a consciousness of its own, and it's designed to evolve as people like attack you. Maybe, you know, they're like, it's like, let's say if you had a bone and your bone break, you know what I'm saying? As it heals back stronger than what it was. It's kind of like that. Somebody kept finding loopholes and stuff like that in your energy and stuff like that, or somebody kept doing the same work on you over and over again, or somebody kept projecting, or whatever it is. The more it breaks you, the stronger it makes you. Essentially what this is designed to do. So that's the why this person is exhausted, because it seemed like they will keep doing the spell work, and it may seem like it's working, and it may even work, and then all of a sudden it fails, and guess what? You got to restart all over again, right? This is why. It's because your soul is expanding. You pass some kind of spiritual test or something like that, or it ain't even don't really have to be a spiritual test, but you do have increased awareness. So it looks like there's something about your gifts that you're refining. Yeah. You're refining some kind of spiritual gift that you have. It's not that you got a new one. You're refining something. And it's, you know, because they say under pressure, diamonds grow. You know what I'm saying? You usually, when you go through dark energy, or you have to contest or fight dark energy and stuff like that, especially in unknown conditions and terrains, what happens is you end up in a situation where you have no choice but to expand. You have no choice but to, you know, persevere and press forward. So let's see what how do you cleanse this out of your energy? I'm going to show you. Well, I want to see how they want you to cleanse it out of your energy, because you cleaning out your energy is one thing, but then how they want you to cleanse it out of your energy is something completely separate. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what we got here. The first suggestion is King of Swords in reverse, High Priestess in reverse, and the Ten of Cups here. So I'm definitely seeing some kind of quiet power, inner truth, cautions, weakness, loss of emotional control, manipulation, misuse of power. So basically, whoever this person is, because of the kind of work that they've been doing, you're being called to close your energy off to this person, okay? Oh yeah, this person, there's some secrets or hidden agendas. So there's more to this than is letting on. So let's see what this is about. Hang on. Then you got this one. And then you got this one here. I had to move everything around. Okay. So you're definitely called to alchemize the energy for sure, okay? A part of alchemizing the energy is overexerting yourself. Somebody is trying to get you to manifest overexerting yourself, overexerting your resources and stuff like that, okay? But in terms of clearing this energy off, In terms of clearing the energy off, let's see here. Okay. Wow. Okay, so basically this is what's gotta happen here. All right, so whoever this person was, basically, hold on, let me grab something right quick. I was gonna use this today, but I wasn't for sure if I was gonna use it or not. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't for sure. Okay. So so basically with this work, when I said, you know, we got to figure out how to, you know, what's the best way to get off of, there's something about some kind of thought process or some kind of air energy or something that they have been using. So this is air energy, the first one. Okay. In order to get this air energy off, if you do use circles and stuff like that or whatever, you know, you can call in a circle or whatever it may be. But essentially, you're going to have to do a spiritual bath for about 9 days in a row because of what this is, this air magic that they have put on there. And I only see one herb that they're asking to be used here, and it's an incense. So basically, you could do, I'm thinking sage maybe, but if you do sage, let's throw in a twister there. If you do sage, what you want to do is you want to get one of these here. You want to get sage, mix it with dill, milk thistle, cowslip, skunk cabbage, or lemon verbena, or whatever it is. You can use one. You don't have to use all of them, but use one of these. So you can use sage and dill. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your sage, you're gonna roll it with the dill or whatever, wrap it up together, and you're gonna light it, and then you're gonna sage using that because of the spell work that have been done. You're also are being advised to do a spiritual bath. Whatever you've been using with your spiritual bath, you can continue to use that. Okay, but in addition to what's going on here, you need to use dill. It has something to do with like dill, milk thistle, cowslip, or skunk cabbage. Okay, and you're pretty much just gonna wrap it up with the sage or whatever you gonna cleanse with. Some people, they like to do not just sage, but they like to do like sage and rue, sage and rue, or copal. Copal is very powerful because that get rid of all the energy, right? But the thing is about getting rid of all the energy is that you need to have something nearby like sweetgrass or something like that to call energy back in. That's why you're being advised to use dill, because that dill is acidic and it's going to be similar to using ammonia. It's like an aerated ammonia, essentially, is what it's going to be, because of the pH. So I'm gonna put those right there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put these back in the bag in case they come right back up, because they could come back up for one of these other ones. Because I see with this this black magic, this witch or whoever was sending this out right here, yeah, Buddha here is advising this. Okay, so you got the 9 of Pentacles here. So this is a 9 herb bath. This is also for releasing. Whatever this is, you're gonna have to meditate on this for about 9 days. So if you do have an altar, put it on your altar for 9 days, or you need to take these 9 herbs or something similar to these 9 herbs, and you need to take, like these 9 herbs, and basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it on a red candle. So basically, in this, you're pretty much going to take 9 of these herbs. You're going to, grind them together or whatever it may be. And you pray over them. Whoever you subscribe to, pray over it, right? You need to do it for 9 days in a row. 9 days in a row. Pray over them, pray over them, pray over them, pray over them. Because essentially, whatever this is, there's something hidden. There's a hidden agenda here. Okay? So in order to get this hidden agenda to come out, use these 9 herbs or a combination. You got cuckoo flower, you got frankincense that came out, you got aspen, you got onion, you got potato, you got hyacinth, you got what is this, wood aloes, you got aster, you got buckwheat. You got apple. You got sage. Okay, sage come up obviously. You got almond. You got grains of paradise. You got cumin. You got mallow. This one, I don't know what this one is, but it starts with an A. I don't know what this one is. You got lotus. You got clove. You got lady slipper here. And you got foxglove. Foxglove. If you don't know what these are, just Google it and look for something that's equivalent to that. You know what I'm saying? Now, with these 9 herbs, there's also the possibility of you, pick 9 out and do your best to get 9, right? You may have something else that you want to add with it, add that with it, but it has to be 9. The reason why is because it's what I've been talking about in mathematics, right? So essentially, and this is just going to be a quick breakdown because I already know a lot of you guys don't really follow all of that, right? So basically, when it comes to magic, the odd numbers are for releasing and the even numbers are for holding. So when you do like the pentagram, you know what I'm saying? Essentially what that does is that's a releasing energy. Generally it's a release, in which you got the banishing, earth banishing, water banishing. It's a lot of banishing, right? And guess what? That releases it. Now, when you get to the planetary energies, usually that doesn't have necessarily a banishing aspect to it because it's designed to contain. Those you have the protons and you have electrons when it comes to magic. Okay, the protons are going to be your even numbers. The because they're designed to push outwardly, right? No. I take that back. The odd numbers are designed to be protons. They're the protons, right? They push things out. Now, your even numbers are designed to be electrons, in which they draw things in. They call things in. Okay? So, you're going to pick your 9 out of this, and then you're going to get you some sage. You're going to get you, no, you don't get the sage. Basically, you're going to pick your 9 out of these, okay? Now, also, you could also look up any of these herbs and find equivalents to them. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grind them up, and you're going to put them in you're going to put them on your altar, or you're going to pray over them. Just be genuine and sincere about it and pray over it, all right? Once you pray over it, on that 9th day, after you pray over it, okay, do it your own little way. Some people gonna fast, some people not, okay? But after you do it on that 9th day, or 9th prayer, whatever it may be, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get you a red candle. Get you a red candle, and whatever oil you want to put on there for, you know, getting this off of you or bringing those secrets out to the light or whatever it may be, you dress that candle with that oil, and you gonna dress it with those herbs. 4 days. You're gonna light it for 4 days. Not continuously for 4 days, but you're gonna light it, you're gonna pray. Light it, pray. Light it, pray. 4 days. On that 4th day, it should be done. And whatever it is that was hidden from you is gonna come out to the open. I really hate to be this guy, because I really, you know I'll be, all 4 people will be trying to like get their money and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But when you got people out here who've been trying to like do this kind of mess, yeah, you gotta tap in. This is what this is for. This is what originally what spelled what this is for. Diagnosing problems and solving. So with this last one here, on that 10th day when you take that bath, it's gonna be all good. Yo, whatever you was manifesting, no problem. Okay? You got the 6 of Cups here, 6 of Pentacles here, and you got the 4 Wands in reverse here. So, 4 Swords in reverse. So if you are overwhelmed or if you are tired, these are 6 herbs that you can use. Or you could use these in some kind of combination, okay? Any of these 6 here. Any of these 6 here. Or 6, you know what I'm saying? Just use your discernment. But any of these 6, you got Dittany, you got apricot. And when it comes up like apricot and apple and stuff like that, you can also use the essential or the fragrance oil. Okay, you can substitute that because it's basically an extract of that. So when you grind up your herbs, stuff like that, it might say, oh, use apple. And you're like, man, I don't want to cut up an apple and put it up in there, you know, because you'll have to dry it out. You can always just use the fragrance. You got, what is this? Bach Flores button. Bach Flores button. Okay. Catnip. I don't think that, look, yo, definitely look that up. Look that one up. Look up the catnip plant. Don't just be going out there buying catnip shit. You got Rowan. You got buckhorn. You got yucca. Wow. You got comfrey. You got wax plant. You got cotton. Look at this. You got mustard. Thistle. You got angelica. You got pea. You got summer savory. You got allspice. And you got fragrant bed straw. Okay? So essentially what you want to do is you want to get those together or whatever. You want to get a combination of 6 of those, right? You gonna grind them up or whatever, and that's basically a sachet that you put up under your bed, up under your pillow. And if you don't, yeah, I ain't got matter of fact, let me see here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it just like that. I ain't gonna add nothing else to that. So yeah, whoever that was, once you do that, you know, for those of you who feel like, you know, you need to do all of that, do it. Do it. Don't hold back and do it. Because whatever this is that there's like a spell inside of a spell, essentially. It could even be a bottle spell. A bottle spell to keep you from seeing the work or being able to dispel it or slowing you down from healing yourself from what they send out. It could be a variety of different things. It could be a variety. But I'm just letting you know right now, you know, that's basically what needs to be done. All right, y'all, that's all I got for today. I will catch up with you guys later. I love y'all all, and I tried to explain, you know, I tried to read those to the best of my ability. I read them, you know, out loud to the best of my ability. I should, well, I'm not gonna put it in the description box. you know, for obvious reasons. And that's because, you know, for those of you who stuck around and was dealing with it, it resonated with you. You see what I'm saying? Those who don't, those who got bored or whatever, it don't resonate with them. They were just coming to be nosy. You see what I'm saying? So, yep, that being said, I love y'all all. Y'all take it easy. And by the grace of God, anything that you do to push yourself forward, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and on a soul level, it will succeed.